Pullman is the entire fall because everybody is donning mustaches. Gardner Minshew has made it not only popular here in Pullman, but nationally. Everybody catching on to this graduate transfer from East Carolina. We'll see Minshew momentarily. Cal electing to defer after winning the opening toss and the kickoff through the end zone. Washington State will start on the 25. Minshew from the pocket, underneath. Williams again into Cal territory and knocked down at the 41-yard line. A 16-yard pickup. Max Borghi, Tom, shifting into the backfield here for 2nd down and 10. And a shot toward the sideline, and it's pulled in by Desmond Patman for a 1st down. Pressure from Cal, and a back shoulder throw to Patman, pulled in inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for Wazoo.
Has been their most productive.
Yep, he's become their big play guy. Here's 1st and goal, and Minshew dumping it underneath to Williams, and he can't spin away from the defender. Wrapped up after no gain by Alex Funchess. Here's Minshew, and going underneath to Williams, and he's tackled for a loss back at the 13-yard line by Travion Beck. Minshew moves to his right, facing some pressure, and throws it out of bounds. That's a good job by Cal because Washington State moved the ball down the field easily until it got inside the 10, but the defense for the Bears holds up, and that forces a field goal try. They have an excellent defensive coordinator in Tim DeRuyter, who's been a head coach before at Fresno State. And, of course, the head coach, Justin Wilcox, for Cal, a defensive background, D coordinator at Wisconsin, USC, and Washington. 29-yard try for Blake Mazza, who had a game-winning field goal against Stanford last week. Puts this one through. And here's Patrick Laird getting the call on 1st down and nowhere to go. Dragged down after a gain of 1 on the play. And here's Wharton on the pitch. And a nice open field tackle by Peyton Pallor out to the 43-yard line. Well, there's 3rd down. It's a completion and a 1st down to Mo Ways. Play action, slinging it through the hands of the intended target, Vic Wharton. 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Garber's going to take off here. He's got a running lane, breaks a tackle. They finally get him to the ground at the 31-yard line, but it's a 20-yard run by the quarterback.
This is a nice decision by Garbers. He's trying to work the middle of the field, but the outside linebacker kind of slides underneath Remigio, who I think Garbers was looking in the direction of. He doesn't try to force it. Instead, he says, I'm going north and south. I'll get what I can. And with some sneaky athleticism, he got quite a bit.
Garber's pitching it to Laird, and he can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Forced to the sideline. It's going to be Laird again. Bottled up at the 30-yard line. Peyton Pallor, the leading tackler, there first. 6th-year player, graduate, who has been an outstanding player. They bring pressure, and the pass tipped in the air and incomplete.
Again, I would love to sit here and say we're going to go up and down in 3- and 4-play drives. That's not us right now. So we got to try and convert and move the ball down the field and put it in the end zone and protect it. So we didn't do a good enough job of that.
This would be a season long for Greg Thomas if he can make it. 47-yarder. Play clock at 1. And the kick doesn't have a chance. Cal rushes 4. Minshew underneath. It's caught for a 1st down by Calvin Jackson. On 1st and 10, Minshew It's a strike over the middle to Winston into Cal territory to the 43-yard line for 15 yards.
Watch him move just slightly to his right. Look at him right here at the top. You'll see him just slide just a little bit to the right, knowing the pressure is coming from his left, to buy just a half second longer for that window to open up. I mean, that's just a certain feel. That's a sixth sense. He doesn't have eyes in the back of his head, or at least I have not confirmed that he does.
I'll check on it, Greg.
Yeah, please do, Tom, if you don't mind. But he just moves so slight in the pocket to buy just a half second longer. Great play.
Minshew again across the middle. It's Winston. As here's Borghi finding some room off the right side. Down to the 36, picking up 5. It'll put Washington State in 3rd and short. Speaking of the Pirate, this is Mike Leach's office. He keeps the pirate ship there for all to see.
Just a reminder, yes.
Is that the Black Pearl?
He also has something new in his office, a picture that when game day was here a couple weeks ago, some students were holding up. It was a play on the Seinfeld George Costanza picture. Mike Leach found it and said, I need that in my office. Big 3rd down and 3 here for Minshew. And it's Winston, and he's close to the 1st down at the 33. Play clock down to 3. They got to snap it. Yep. Minshew's pass incomplete. Calvin couldn't come up with it, and the Bears take over on downs. Patrick Laird runs right into Pelor. Gain of only 2 for Laird, who has been Cal's most consistent offensive player this year. Patrick Laird, a guy that Coach Wilcox says makes all of us better. Here's a shot by Garbers down the seam. Incomplete. Tried to hit Ray Hudson. There's pressure coming, and the quarterback goes down. Pelor with the sack. Aguayo was there as well for Washington State to force a punt.
Just pressure coming off the right-hand side. You're going to see it. And he hits it perfectly. I mean, perfect timing. As a result, Laird can't get there, and they kind of lose some of that protection on the right-hand side because of that overload. And a nice play by this Washington State defense.
Coots will punt it away to Kyle Sweet. And Mike Leach has said several times this year is slow but open as a receiver. And he gets out of the way there. Maybe had trouble with it in the lights. And Cal downs it around the 25-yard line. Off play action. It's Harris getting a 1st down. Out to the 39-yard line. Gain of 14 for Travell Harris. Minshew to throw again here on 1st and 10 with a good pocket. Dumps it off to Keith Harrington out of the backfield. Pickup of about 4 yards. Minshew had trouble with the snap, bobbles it, now in trouble. Throws back over the middle, and it should have been picked off by Weaver. Weaver last week had the game-winning play, a pick 6 that got him the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week award. 3rd down. Minshew looking. It's picked off. Weaver's there. He got it this time. Up in the air and down at the 39. 2 interceptions in 2 weeks from the guy that grew up just an hour and a half north. It was deflected by Tevin Paul.
I felt like we were on the verge of scoring and blowing up on one drive after the next, after the next, after the next. If anything, I felt like we were, just a little unlucky. I mean, you have to fight through it, and the other guy's trying to stop you. And Cal's successfully stopped not just us, but other people in these type of situations where, then you have to grind through and make it work anyway,
Brandon McElwain is in the game at quarterback, and he's going to throw it here. Takes off as everybody was covered, and Peyton Pelor drags him down for a sack. There is a penalty marker that came in late, deep in the secondary.
Holding. Defense number 34. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
Garbers is back in at quarterback, and a hand it off for Patrick Laird here on 1st down. And Laird puts a shoulder down. Is met by Thompson at the 26-yard line, so it's a 3-yard pickup for Laird. And that's the end of the first quarter here in Coleman.
Absolutely amazing. The Pac-12 South is a mystery that no one can possibly solve.
Garbers throws, and the catch is made by Mo Ways. They're going to spot him at the 21-yard line, so it'll be a couple of yards short of a first down. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. And they run behind him, and Laird goes high into the air and gets stuffed at the 20-yard line. Big hit by Jihad Woods. They give it to Laird, and he is outside getting the first down. That was well executed on the far side of the field to spring Laird, the very well-coached Cal football team. Play action, Garbers to Hawkins, well defended by Washington State. Jalen Thompson on the takedown after a short gain. Laird getting outside again, inside the 5, and pushed out of bounds. About a yard short of the first down marker. 3rd and 1. It's Laird, and he's to the goal line and in. Oh wait, they're going to say he's down at the 1. Woods on the tackle. It is a first down. It'll be 1st and goal from inside the 1 for the Bears.
And does that ball
Boy,
off the plane?
I thought he's in there, Greg.
It looks like he's down. It's really tough to tell. I like it. Don't stop it. Just let the offense go up there 1st and goal.
But Laird loses a yard here. Cut down by Pallur. Thompson there as well for Washington State.
Now that play right there was absolutely destroyed at the line of scrimmage by Taylor Comfort.
Garbers pulls it back. Got a receiver wide open. It's the big guy, McMorris, with the touchdown catch.
Pass open receiver, look at it anyhow. Malik McMorris gets free in the right flat and has his 2nd career touchdown for California.
Malik McMorris with the go-ahead touchdown for Cal at the 11-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. This will be a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Minshew back to the air here. Everybody covered. Minshew leaving the pocket. Going to take off. And out of bounds at the 30-yard line. They're going to run Borghi here, and he'll come up short of the first down. Tackled by Beckett. Borghi gets the first down past the 40. Minshew looking downfield. Receiver comes free, but he can't make the catch. Calvin unable to come up with it. Not the best throw, but still you got to make that play for your quarterback.
Just a little low for Gardner Minshew, and Calvin tries to go down and secure it. And he knows it. He let a big opportunity right there slip away.
Minshew pumps. Looks back to the middle of the field. Now comes to the near side to Williams out of the backfield. Pushed out at the 42-yard line. So a pickup of about 6 or 7 on the play. His fiance is here tonight. 3rd down and 2. Minshew caught for a first down inside the 30 by Calvin Jackson. Minshew hits Williams out of the backfield. Very dangerous with the ball in his hands. Inside the 20. It's a first down. Fresh set of downs for Washington State. Minshew to Borghi out of the backfield. He ducks under a tackler and has a first down to the 5-yard line.
Some things that Borghi does that you just can't wrap your head around. He's a magician. He's so slippery coming out of the backfield. Also, much like Williams, a very effective pass catcher. But first contact almost never brings him down. He's so good laterally. He's much stronger than you'd think. He's listed at 195, but man, he carries that weight well. He seems to always find a way to get out of that would-be tackler to pick up some yards after contact.
He's a true freshman. First and goal from the 5. It's Borghi again, pushes the pile into the end zone. Touchdown!
3 to the left. Snap back on first and goal from the 5. Handoff. Borghi pushes to Pile. Right tackle. Touchdown. Max Borghi muscles it in. With 6:47 to play in the half, it's 9-7. The Cougs are back on top.
Train kicking off for Washington State. Here's Ashton Davis, who's got tremendous speed, keeps his balance. Tackled at the 34. The quarterback, Chase Garber's rolling left, throws into traffic, but it's caught by Ian Bunting, close to a first down. Design quarterback run here. Able to break one tackle and pick up about 3 yards. After that 3-yard carry, he's going to throw it here, gets hit and sacked. Strong, coming from his corner position, makes the play for a loss of 8.
They bring the corner blitz. You can see the eyes inside, and the receiver sees it as well. And Warren's pointing it out. They're a little late getting out to it in the protection slide. And McElwain is dropped for a big loss.
And they didn't make a side adjust there, Greg.
3rd down and 15 for California. 4:17 on the clock in the first half. Redshirt freshman quarterback Chase Garbers is hit, but he doesn't go down. Now he does at the 41-yard line, so he did pick up 4 yards, but Cal will have to punt the ball in 4th and long. Coots punt short, and it checks up down to the 20-yard line. That's only a 21-yard punt. Minshew hanging out of the ball, and wide open is Patman. And it's a first down to the 32. At the 3-minute mark, Washington State with all of its timeouts. Minshew pump fake and dumps it off over the football. Williams on the catch to the 35 for 4 yards. Jordan Kanashik, the leading tackler for Cal, made the stop. Minshew. And it may have gotten deflected at the line, intended for Tay Martin. So now the clock stop, 2:22 to go, and it's 3rd down and 6 for Washington State. Cal trying to get off the field defensively on 3rd and 11. Minshew looking, and again throws short because of good coverage downfield. Martin pushed out of bounds. The clock will stop, 2:13 to go. And again, Cal with 2 timeouts will get the football back, trailing by 3. Nico Remigio is deep. Need to make you say both those names. Why am I always saying them?
You're the play-by-play guy.
In traffic, Remigio, a true freshman from Orange, California. Cal with 2 timeouts, 1:46 to work with. Down 3 here at the end of the first half, and Garbers has a ton of green in front of him. Gets the first down, scoots out of play, got hit out of play, and here comes a flag. Jalen Thompson with an incredibly foolish hit. Garbers was clearly out of bounds, didn't need to do that. Tack on 15 more, and that will put the Bears in Washington State territory. It's basically a 31-yard play.
Personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Defense number 34, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I understand Jalen Thompson is getting blocked, but you got to hold up. Even if you're running to the quarterback, don't extend your arms. You're asking to get flagged.
You're absolutely right. It's not about how vicious the contact was. It's about where it is on the field. I mean, it's 2.5 yards out of bounds. I mean, he's almost out of the white part of the sideline and into the green, which, I mean, Thompson's got to understand where he's at on the field. That's an easy call for the officials.
That's Laird. And Garbers will pick a hole. Gets squashed At the 36, a gain of 2. Garber's going to throw it here. It's dropped. Bunting couldn't hang on, but here comes a flag. He got hit by Silvels, and they might get him for targeting.
Personal foul, targeting. Defense number 20. The previous play is under further review. After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It is targeting. Number 20 on the defense is disqualified for the remainder of the game. It is a 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Now what I don't like, and I hope it's changed next year, is kicking these young men out of the game. When it's something like this where it's not egregious, it's not flagrant, now he's gone for the rest of the game. He's a key player, Silvels, in that Washington State secondary.
That's the correct call, and it's not a popular call obviously here in Pullman, but it's the correct call. And in the rule it actually says if it's close you have to call it. So good job by these Pac-12 officials.
So from the 21-yard line, Garbers with a pump fake now rolling out, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll take off, head for the sidelines, so that'll stop the clock after a gain of 1 or 2. Garbers lobs it into the end zone. Over the shoulder. He couldn't come up with it. Incomplete to Bunting. It'll be 3rd and 9. On 3rd and 9, they're going to keep it on the ground. Laird. Here come flags, likely for holding based on where both of those flags were thrown.
Personal foul. Up block. Number 75 is 79 of the offense. 15-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
See if they just run the ball here, try to give their kicker a shot. No, they're going to throw it. It's a short pass to Laird. He breaks a tackle at the 40. He's inside the 30 and knocked out of bounds. That was a huge play. And it's good to tie the game at 10 with 36 seconds to go in the half. Kicked in the field of play for Harris from the 3-yard line. So this will take some time off the clock, but Harris has room across the 40-yard line, and the kicker slows him down. Out of bounds, 29 seconds to go, ball near midfield, and again they have all their timeouts.
Plenty of time to get into field goal range.
A little surprised they kicked it to Harris. He is a track star, got the school record in high school in the 100-meter. Minshew throwing it down the sideline, pulled in inside the 25 with a flag down as well. Aesop Winston makes the catch out of bounds at the 23 with 22 seconds to go. Let's see what the flag's about.
I think they might get a pass interference or a hold on the defense here.
Holding. Defense. That penalty's declined. Result of the play. First down.
And that's why I was a little surprised. I know they wanted to take time off the clock by kicking it in play, but because of that big return and then one offensive play, they're already in field goal range with 22 seconds to go.
What a well-thrown football there.
Beautiful throw. Beautiful throw by Gardner Minshew.
Minshew to throw again here. Winston will get out of play. That'll stop the clock with 17 seconds left. Ball at the 19-yard line. And their kicker, Blake Mazza, 7 of 10 on the year. 2 of his 3 misses were blocked field goals. That was coming into tonight, 7 of 10. He's made a 29-yarder in this game. So 8 of 11 on the year. 11 seconds to go in the half. Minshew, everybody covered, and the pass is low. The guy that he threw it to, Calvin, he was covered as well, so maybe just threw that one in the dirt. 6 seconds to go. It's 4th down, and there's an injured Cougar at the 25-yard line. Blake Mazza is good from 36 yards. With 1 second to go in the half, Washington State back on top. Ball is loose at the 15-yard line, and the Bears are just going to fall out, and that will end the first half. Remember, Minshew, as you see the numbers in the first half of the offense, Minshew came in number 5 in the country in touchdown passes with 26. He didn't have one in that first half, and he threw that interception that you talked about. Here's Garber's in trouble, and he gets hit and sacked at the 22. 3-yard loss on the play. Redshirt freshman quarterback Chase Garbers had a touchdown pass, just 8 attempts in the first half, and here in the third quarter, the receiver Vic Wharton, transfer from Tennessee, gets loose in the secondary and picks up 24 yards.
This was really nice. Second window slant. You see those two defenders slide out with the guy in the flat, and Wharton just works that second window. It's a good patience by Garbers too, hitting his receiver in stride.
Garbers rolling out, throwing to the sideline, diving attempt, incomplete. Ways could not come up with it. Second down. Can they move the chains here on 3rd down and 4? They do, to the 42-yard line. Beat Washington last week. They got a win over BYU, North Carolina as well, and trying to take down the number 8 team in the country tonight. Here's Laird behind his blockers. They beat Washington State a year ago when it was ranked 8th in the AP poll. Pallure with a big-time hit and a loss of 2 at the 41-yard line for Laird. 3rd and 9 for Cal at the 41-yard line. Garbers steps up and cannot get away from the defender. Nice job by Dylan Sherman. Cal needs a big punt here from Coots. Kyle Sweet is back. He did not do a good job pinning Washington State deep in the first half. A little bit better here. The Cougars will have it around their 14-yard line. Minshew threw 31 passes in the first half. Swings it to James Williams. Brought down to the 17-yard line by Evan Weaver, so a gain of 3 on the play. James Williams running here past the 20-yard line. See what he does on 3rd down and 2. Back to throw. Everybody covered. Minshew looking to run, finds a lane and gets the first down. Crosses the 30 before he steps out. Nice job by Minshew to keep that play alive and move the sticks.
Yeah, just rushing 3 along the defensive front. So Minshew knows he has time, moves around, well covered in the secondary by the Cal defense. But Minshew, this is that one element of his game that makes it different than what we've seen from Washington State quarterbacks in the years past. Is that escapability, that athleticism at the quarterback spot that can turn a negative play into a positive one with his legs.
Minshew's pass is caught at the 38-yard line. And that was a strange play there on 3rd down and 4.
It looked like Harris was grabbed by the defender and couldn't free himself to get to where he was trying to throw the football. You can see Mike Leach not happy with the officials yet again.
Dragicevic gets it away. Remigio is back, and it takes a good bounce. It goes out of bounds around the 10-yard line. Wide open down the sideline is Laird. He's at the 30 and then gets tripped up, or he's still running. Garbers again to Laird. Puts his head down this time and collides with Woods at the 35-yard line. On 2nd and 6, wide receiver screen to Wharton. Pallure dumps him at the 38-yard line, picking up 3. 3rd down coming.
Oh, look at, there's nobody deep here for Washington State's defense.
And the pass is intercepted. Taylor's got it inside the 20. Taylor inside the 10. Fumbles the ball. It's recovered and then goes out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jahad Woods, after the fumble by Taylor, couldn't come up with it in the end zone. It goes out the back, and Cal gets the football back at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, great effort. Yeah, it's what he's expected to do. Poor throw, great effort. Yeah, and so we want him to obviously learn from the mistake there, because he threw interception essentially for a touchdown and had an effort play, so it fumbled out of the back of the end zone. We were fortunate to get it back. I mean, we got to protect the ball better. So
it's just great effort.
That might have been enough too. If that's a touchdown, that might be enough to win the game too.
Might be. I mean, it's a bad read, but man, he made up for it by forcing the fumble.
They'll try it again. Here's Laird off the left side, ridden to the ground by Sherman at the 23-yard line, so it's a short gain. On 2nd and 7, Garbers takes off and slides, loses a yard. Chased down by Logan Tago. 3rd down and long coming up at the 5-minute mark here in the 3rd.
Remigio up here at the top of your screen.
Pressure off the edge. It's picked up. Garbers in trouble. Being chased by Pallor. Gets tripped up by Pallor. There is a penalty marker down in the secondary.
Holding. Defense. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
McElwain off play action. Long throw. On target. Caught by Ways to the 35 and down to the 32-yard line. The backup Brandon McElwain hits the grad transfer from Michigan for 35 yards.
Really nice catch by Ways, and a really nice design too. They went with a little post corner. Those outside receivers, Ways on the right side, Wharton on the left. They ran up 5 steps. They broke inside for 3 steps, and then they break it back out.
Not in field goal range quite yet, though. Greg Thomas missed a 47-yarder, made a 42-yarder. McElwain taking another shot. Overthrew the receiver, incomplete. McElwain on the design run. Inside the 30 before he's cut down. Tackled by Thompson. Gain of 4 or 5. They're inside the 30. Chase Garbers in at quarterback for the 3rd down play. Garbers to throw, in trouble, breaks a tackle, gets outside, and dragged down for a sack by Tago. He's got 2 sacks in this quarter. Thomas missed a 47-yarder in the first half. This will be a 46-yard try to tie the game with 2:11 to go in the 3rd. Snap was high, but the kick is perfect.
36-yard field goal by number 30.
Travell Harris is deep. He'll have a chance here. The speedster takes off at the 15. That's well covered. Harris tackled at the 23-yard line. 13 apiece. No touchdown passes yet for Minshew. Off play action. Here's a wide receiver screen, and not much for Jackson. That was well defended by Beck. 2nd and 9, pressure off the edge. Minshew throws to the other side. Caught near the marker by Winston. A new set of downs on the 33-yard line. They're going to keep it on the ground with Williams. He's able to bust a tackle, turn it upfield. Dropped at the 40, but that's a nice run. 7 yards for Williams, a junior from Burbank. Here's Minshew in trouble. He's hit and sacked back at the 40-yard line by Jordan Kanashik. Minshew with a shovel pass to Borghi, spins away from a defender. Finally tracked down and ridden to the ground by true freshman Joseph Ogunbanjo at the 45-yard line. So he gets back close to the original line of scrimmage, but it's 3rd and long. Minshew moving around in the pocket, lobs it. What a catch, and then the ball comes out. No, incomplete. Martin had it.
It's a good job uncovering by Martin. He just couldn't reel it in.
As Tim DeRuyter, the defensive coordinator for Cal. Here's the punt by Washington State, and fair caught around the 12-yard line by Remigio. Right now the Heisman, the least of Minshew's concerns with this team tied. Cal runs the ball on first down, and Laird gets only about 1.5 yards. Can the Cougars get off the field? They bring pressure. It's picked up. Open receivers to tight end, but it's knocked away, incomplete. But a flag comes in late. Hunter Dale broke up the pass intended for Ian Bunting.
Holding on an eligible receiver. Defense number 26. 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Play on. Here's Brandon McElwain in at quarterback. Gets leveled. Chase Garbers, the quarterback. Pressure coming. Garbers throws. It's a first down catch by true freshman Nico Remigio.
See if Washington State opts to bring pressure yet again. Brought it to the last 3 plays.
Here they come. Garbers gets hit, throws deep, overshoots the intended receiver. There is a penalty flag, though, in the backfield.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 41. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Laird shifting. You see him crossing the formation. It's a wide receiver screen to Wharton, who's got blockers inside the 30. And a great play from behind by Marcus Strong, maybe saving a touchdown. And Laird tackled for a loss. Second and 13, McElwain going to throw. In trouble, being chased, gets rid of it. And it was intercepted, but out of bounds. And they're going to keep it on the ground here. The quarterback, Garbers, inside the 20. And he is hit short of the line to gain by Jalen Thompson. But that's huge because it puts him in field goal range. Garbers hands it off for Laird. And with second effort, he breaks a tackle, getting the first down to the 12-yard line. 14th play of the drive, and it's McElwain back in there at quarterback. He's running. Now he pulls it back and throws. He overthrows, and it's a pick. Intercepted by Skylar Thomas in the end zone. What a disaster for the Bears.
Yeah, we can't throw it to the other team. Right. I mean, it's a... You know, we run enough quarterback runs with Brandon, and it's a kind of a shot play. And if it's not there, we got to keep it or throw it out of bounds. And so, he's an explosive guy. He's probably one of the most explosive guys on the offense. And we're trying to, people are starting to go zero, and he's, trying to make a play. I mean, obviously it's a bad play because we give it to the other team. So we're just trying to find some answers for the offense so we can put more points on the board.
James Williams gets the carry, stumbles, but keeps his feet and looks to have a first down at the 45. And Washington State had to burn 2 timeouts as well. Minshew hits Borghi out in space into Cal territory, drags a defender to the 35-yard line. So 3rd and 5 of the clock stopped at 4:50 on the clock here in the 4th. Minshew to the air again, and it's caught for a first down. Harris to the 15-yard line. Tackled by Beck. A fresh set of downs in the red zone for Washington State.
Yeah, you're going to see vertical release here, which allows a little bit of a rub route as Harris bursts to the middle of the field. It's a really good design, hitting that shallow cross. A little bit of vertical action to kind of force the defender to go over the top and create a little extra space.
It's going to be Borghi. And he gets stood up after a gain of a couple by Jordan Kanashik. That's going to take the clock inside 4 minutes.
See if he looks in Patman's direction.
Instead going the other way, but that's covered. Minshew now back to the middle in the end zone. Diving attempt. Incomplete. Patman couldn't come up with it. 4th down. Blake Mazza, keep in mind, has had 2 kicks blocked this year. This is a 30-yard try to get Washington State back in front with 3:36 to go. His kick is no good. Wide to the right.
30-yard attempt.
It remains 13-13. Maybe Justin Wilcox thinking at worst we can possess the football. They can take a shot. The receiver went out of bounds. Vic Wharton, Marcus Strong appeared to bump him out of play, and so it's 3rd and 7 with a clock stopped at 2:53. Washington State bringing pressure. Garbers takes another shot, overthrows his receiver. That was an ugly series there for Cal's offense.
Plenty of time for Gardner Minshew and Mike Leach to call his offense.
Minshew, incomplete. Minshew surveying the field, has a receiver. It's caught for a 1st down by Calvin. He got behind the defense. He's to the 34-yard line. He's over 300 passing yards. The clock at a minute. Minshew to pass again, lobbing it for Winston. Oh, what a grab at the 10! Falling down.
He's one of our most improved players without question. And then the other thing, he's just got a lot of skill as far as running routes and setting routes up.
Clock at 38 and counting. Minshew to throw. Takes a shot to the end zone for Winston. He got it. Touchdown, Washington State.
Minshew claps for the football, looks to the right, throws it right side of the end zone. Touchdown! Easop Winston, 33 seconds left. 19-13. Cougs have their first touchdown of the 2nd half, and it's Gardner's first of the game, and he's north of 300 yards passing, and Coug fans wipe their brow. With 32 left, an extra point to take a touchdown lead. Fade pattern 4-6.
There are 32 seconds left, but Cal has just 1 timeout. And a bad snap, ball on the ground. Cal trying to pick it up, but Mazza dives on it. Keep Washington State in the playoff conversation. They're going to kick it in play here to take some time off the clock. It's taken at the 8-yard line. Great coverage by Washington State. Hawkins taken down inside the 10 with 27 seconds to go. Garbers throws it deep and out of bounds. Boy, didn't even give anybody a shot there. Hey, Minshew with a catch, and he spikes it. Oh, my goodness. I mean, what can't this guy do this year? One-handed catch with the left hand.
Wow.
The crowd goes wild. Send it in.
Absolutely. Send it in.
How much you want to bet Pass has a mustache next week?
They're all Gardner Minshew here in Pullman. 3 seconds to go. Underneath, the catch is made by Laird. He can't get out of bounds. The game is over. Washington State survives.
Well, I thought it was a really tightly contested game. I think 2 very good teams. I think, Cal coming off the momentum of their win last week. But the other thing is Cal's been playing really good lately. And as the season's gone on, I think they've gotten better and better. And, yeah, I thought it'd be a war, and it was, It came down clear to the end, and I was proud of our guys for sticking in there and finding a way to win when it's tough. And this time of year, especially if you play a schedule like we do where, you know, everybody's good. There's none of these like quote unquote breather teams that exist in some conferences, and you know, we just we don't have that here, and you know, it's hard to line up and do it over and over when folks are gunning for you, and it was tough and it was difficult, and we hung in there and kept our composure and did it.